Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well, and I'm so excited again to be in this place. This is your standpoint once again, and today is a very special day. I'm with two guests, and my co-host as usual. I have to start by greeting her. How are you, Kate?
I'm fine, Patrick. What about you?
I'm good, though I'm feeling a little bit ill with the flu, so it's okay. Anyway, I'll have to make it. And with two guests, as they do say in English, ladies first. Let me start, by introducing her. I'll even let her introduce herself. Hi.
Thank you, Patrick. Hi.
You're welcome.
Get well soon. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Would you introduce
Of
a little
course.
bit?
I'm Aleksandra. I'm psychologist, psychoanalyst, and I'm here in Burundi from Ukraine.
Okay, amazing. I'm so sad for what is happening there, but
Thank you very much.
it will
Thank
end.
you.
It will end up.
It will end soon.
Soon. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
And we also have another guest here. He's a man, and I can also give him a room to introduce himself.
Yes, thank you very much, Patrick, for having me. And my name is Egide, Ndayizeye. I'm a founder of a non-profit called Burundi Light of Life Action. And I recently graduated from the UK, where I was doing a master's degree in national social development.
Wow, amazing.
Great.
So guys, just have to tell you that you have to feel free in this place, feel at home, feel at ease, and we'll be, breaking down this topic before get, there straight away. We'll be talking about, money and time. We know we all have 24 hours a day, 60 minutes an hour. We all have like 12 months a year, but we don't have the same amount of money on our bank accounts.
How do you know? You count?
We don't have the. I do know.
That's true.
We don't have the same amount of money. So,
very
which means
sad, but it's
maybe
true, yeah.
I don't know what you value the most, but I will start with that same question. What do you value the most between time and money? What is more valuable?
Of course, time.
Yeah.
For me, time.
Time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Explain yourself then.
Okay. You can earn money. You can have it, you can lose it, but have it again. And then time, you lose it, you can have it again. You have the limited amount of time. But money can be unlimited if you want.
We have to learn that so deeply. Okay, but brother Egide,
Yeah.
what's your take on that?
Well, I think I'm going to go to the same side with Sandra because really, first of all, there's this myth that people use a lot where they say time is money. Myself, I already used to think and believe time is money until I learned and I discovered time is really not money because, I think time is more important than money, and also time is more valuable than money. And something that I can put in here, which I learned really as I was reading some books, as I was a student, is that money is not the only important and valuable value of time. Because we used to think that when you have money, you have everything. It's really not. There are some other important things that you can use time with and for, which are even more important than money.
Okay, I see. Kelly, do you buy the ideas?
I totally share this point of view, the point of view they have. Because when you have time, you will spend your money. But if you don't have time to spend your money, then money is not important anymore.
A lot of people earn money all their life. They earning and earning, and where was their life? On work? they don't need that money in the end of the life.
They don't have the time to.
Because they just earning, no time for spending. For what then?
Why did you earn money you can spend?
Yeah.
You know,
For what?
I'm afraid you guys, you might be having a lot of cash, you guys. You might be having a lot of money. Because for somebody who doesn't have money,
Yeah.
he'll tell you, I have all my time. So I would choose money rather than time. Like, for example, let me try to,
Okay.
we know there's maybe a superpower
yeah.
that is above Earth that has given us life.
Yeah.
So suppose that power comes one day and tell you, I will maybe give you one more year to live, to extend your lifespan, or I give you 1 billion, 1 billion USD. What do you choose?
Well, well, I think I can really choose time, because when you go in a hospital, for example, and you look at the people who are on the dying bed, who are really dying, all they ask is more time to live.
Yeah.
They ask if I can get even 1 hour, extra hour, if I can get an extra day, if I can get an extra month. They never say if I can get an extra million. They never say if I can get an extra billion. I read religious books a lot so that I know what's going on there. There is this person called Hezekiah in the Bible. He was dying.
He was a king.
He was a king, and he told God to give him more days to live. He didn't ask him to give more money.
Guys, maybe you didn't grab my question. Because suppose you broke now. You don't have even a coin in your pocket. And you were supposed to live 60 years.
Yeah.
You know that already. And somebody comes to you, tell you, I'll give you 1 billion USD, or I will extend from that 60 years old. I will extend 1 year. What will you choose? Like, we know so many people are suffering out there without any money, like to live. But you're talking about kings. So I just want you to refer to those people who are very, very, very poor.
Who are very broad. Okay.
Side question.
Well, I think still one can choose already time, because let me tell you something.
Okay.
Someone can live without money, but someone cannot live without time. We have so many people all around the world who are very broke, who are very poor, especially in developing countries. The statistics from the World Bank and from other economic institutions, they say that some people are living below the line of poverty, which means they don't really have money, but at least they make it throughout the day.
I was in Cuba, the island.
Yeah.
It's people there really poor, really. But they are happy. Really. They're dancing on the streets, they're always smiling, they're happy. And they even, I was there was no shampoo in the shop.
Yeah.
That was really interesting situation. Our friend there, he said, my wife said, go to the shop and bring me shampoo. If there's no, don't come back. And he was looking for shampoo for 3 days.
Yeah.
But people are happy there. And money is not about happiness, not only money. About the time, about the people around, about your mood. And even I saw some investigation about that. And the people who are time-centered, not money-centered, they are more happier than another.
That's why really they don't have it. I think, I don't have money. I have money I can spend on myself and on some few friends, but if you really look at those people who have real money, much money, billionaires, they always strive and they always
Stressed.
Yeah, that you
And
know.
they're always afraid of.
What I'm saying
losing the money.
what I'm saying is they are always making, trying to get more time. They're always trying to get more time. What they do with their money, they try to leverage on, you know, they buy time, if I can say they buy time, but they don't. You cannot buy time, but they leverage. You know, you find that the task they will do, they will hire someone else to do it for them. The place they can go to, they will send someone else to go to do it, or to go there for
To be
them.
with their kids.
You know, but they
All
try
the time,
to,
someone.
They try to find time, you know. When you meet someone, especially young people, they will tell you, we don't have time. You ask them, why don't you come to visit me? They say, we don't have time. Why don't you go to exercise? They say, we don't have time. A person who doesn't have a job, who's not running a company, who's not running a business,
Don't have time?
doesn't have time. To tell they don't have time.
Here.
Where does their time go?
Excuse me,
Because-
I have another question.
Yeah.
What are maybe the signs that show a person is valuing time? Maybe, how can somebody value time? Because I know here in Burundi, we have this, you know, this bad habit of always being late.
Yeah.
Can we say that we value our time?
You have.
Can you really say that we value our time? What are maybe the signs that can show a person value his time or her time?
This is really important about being late. I value my time. That is why I'm always in time. And when someone late to meet me, he don't value my time for the first, and I don't like it because I waste my time for nothing, just waiting for someone who just not in time, and that is not really good. I don't like to waste time, but it's better for me just to be with my kids more. Not to just sitting and waiting. I tell you, I value time so much that I sleep only 2-3 hours a day.
Is that valuing time? That's another question that comes. Is that valuing time? Is that valuing money?
You know, and talking about time, and they have 3 jobs.
Imagine. You have to be frank and honest today.
Sorry, Patrick.
She values her time in order to earn money.
You see, that's so tricky. It's actually a very tricky question. And I want you guys to be honest today. Don't tell me you value more your time, whereas you value more your money.
I need my time to earn money.
I think the reason why we are saying that time is more valuable and important than money is because time is the only measure or is only thing that will determine what you become in life. You become what you become with time. You get what you get with time. You learn what you learn with time. You may be broke today, but with time, tomorrow after tomorrow, you get money. So
you may be having money today and be broke tomorrow. That's why money is not the most important thing.
It's not. Do you know why? And you remind me of this saying. They said, time is the only thing that you can lose and never get it back. To respond to your question, she said something very important, that you have to respect other people's time. Because if someone has invited you to go to meet them somewhere, first of all, they value your friendship. So you also have to value the friendship.
You know, one more thing. Then you lost your love. Your heart is broken. Money can't help you with that. No money can't help you. You can buy, I don't know, alcohol or some even some people buy. I will not say what people, but it will not cure your broken heart. Only
Being
the
with friends
time.
can help you.
Spending
time.
Spending time with friends.
And family.
Wow.
You haven't yet satisfied my first. I mean, you haven't quenched my fever.
Why?
Like, because the question I asked you was a kind of trap. Like, because I asked you what are the signs. Maybe you gave me one, like telling me like you can't, extend the time that you had allocated to a given task. So I want to know what are other signs.
What other signs?
That show a person value his or her time.
I think she has first of all said being on time.
Yes, being on time.
And have said planning your activities accordingly.
Okay.
You make sure you allocate the time, the amount of time which is really in accordance with the amount of work you have. And then something more is try to use your time with things which are more fulfilling and more important, first of all, to you, to your friends, and to your society.
Any add-on? What do you think about the behaviors of
Behaviors what?
different, color skins? Because I know you never are late, but this one is also, maybe he learned it from, maybe he was like that even
We learned it together. We're not late.
Yeah, late.
Because, even in a lot of companies in Ukraine, we have to go with the badge, and it fixed the time. Then you come in, and then you come out. So if you come in with late, that will be not good for you and for your salary. In Burundi, you will be very, 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 very poor.
Everybody is always late in Burundi. People who work in banks, they are always on time.
Of course, but
people who are not educated are who are not on time.
No,
if you are
not
educated, you know that you have to respect.
Because I saw here a lot of educated people who late. I'm sorry, but it's true.
But we have got a question.
And late,
though.
not only late in the on the job or meeting, they are late in the terms. If they have term like a week, they can do their work for 2 weeks. And you always say, when it will be done? You had only week, but just more and more and more. So just late in terms. That is just wasting time, really. And the people who just asked you to do that, because he was planning that it will be in week, and he's wasting time, more week, his time. And the people who is doing it, wasting, he just could do that for a week, and then another week doing something else. But no, why should I? I will relax and just, doing it for 2 weeks. So that is not really good. Not for work, not for people. That is not productivity. The productivity is time value too, because then you're productive. You just respect the time, yours and others.
Or maybe money go hand in hand with time.
Well, I think, because I have told you that we use our time to generate something much important to us and to the society and to the community. If you generate a lot of money, you can help, for example, non-profit organizations. You can implement a business which will help you to give jobs to many people, to jobless persons. You can create companies. So time, you understand, we use time to get what we want. We use time to change things, to change people, to change society, to change countries, to build everything. So you use time. So which means time add value to people and to things. That's really that's my take on it. But I said I got a question though, because if we compare the modern life and the traditional life, some people say that the generation of today is always complaining about not having much time, not having time. They're always saying we don't have time, we're busy. But the tradition, the old generations, our ancestors or our parents, they didn't used to complain that they don't have time, but yet we are living in the world which is much more modernized, which is having much more technology to ease life. For example, our parents didn't have cars to travel to long distances. They didn't have planes to go somewhere. They didn't have trains. They didn't have to buy things online, for example, distances. But yet, they could go to see their friends, they could meet, they could socialize. They didn't complain. But which so much easiness of today, why don't we really have time? What does our time go?
That was, I have a question that is in alignment with what you were asking now. Like, why do people value, that's what even we talked about before. Why do people value, because that's a sign of valuing more the money.
A lot of people.
Instead of, yes, many people, we value, that's why you even asked me, why don't you go to see your friend, to visit your friends? I don't have time.
I have not time.
Why? Because I'm running after money.
Money.
Unfortunately, I just get a little bit of it. Anyway, as you said, as time goes by, time changes. Maybe tomorrow I'll be having
You'll be
the
a
more,
millionaire.
a millionaire. Thank you. For that.
That's
So,
all right. Yeah.
So why do people? Because I know, sometimes, as you're saying, people need to relax as well.
Yeah.
But it's somehow so complex.
Yeah.
It's so complex. It's even, a paradoxical question.
How can you relax when you don't have money?
You see?
Just lay down.
You see?
Excuse me.
So, yeah.
We are not debating saying that money is not important.
Of course.
We are saying that, of course, money is really important because even, you understand, you need to have money for you to live.
Yeah.
The world of today obliges you to have money, that's all. So, but what we're saying is, money should not be the center of your focus only and exclusively. Because you cannot, when you have money only, you cannot live. You have to have some other, what I said before, you have to have other chunks of life, such as friendships, socializing with people, meeting. They make life, sweet.
About your question, why money is the center for a lot of people. We are in a society, there are a lot of variety of things. And a lot of people think that they can buy everything. Even another people. Really. A lot of people think that if they have money, they can get everything. I want that girl. She will be mine. Because I have money. Of course. A lot of people think like this, in this way.
That's so sad.
They really, that is about the society. Society, that is just like this. And they think that. And then, in the end of the life, no love. Because he bought that girl.
She was running after money.
Only money and that's all. No love, no friends, because friends are bought. Because you have money and a lot of people. Then you have a lot of money, a lot of people around you. But then you lose them. Disappear. Everyone disappear. So, in the end of the life, you're just looking back and what did I have? Nothing in my life, only money. No people. And you are alone in your bed and no one nearby you, no one holding your hand. Because no one needs you anymore. And that's all.
Yeah, it's a very sad reality. So, what are maybe the values that can help people to value their time wisely? the values or the principles that can help people to value their time rather than money. Because we saw that like most people think that when they have money, they can get everything they want in life, and then they forget that time is more valuable than money.
But there's something that you have said.
Yes.
You have quickly said that you cannot impact the world if you don't have money.
Yeah, sure. Come on.
But that's really not true, because, for example, there are some simple activities and tasks that you can do that can bring value to other people. For example, going to volunteering, for example, in maybe at a hospital. You go to visit sick people in the hospital. Maybe you go to a youth center, you volunteer to teach maybe a language or a technical skill, for example, they don't have. You go maybe to volunteer to a school to teach children, even 1 hour.
Yeah, true.
You can do it, but that's very much
and
impactful.
the question is, somebody who has the same spirit as you, he has money, you don't have money, who will impact more than the other?
Do you want me to say what she said? But okay, let me tell you something. The one who will impact, first of all, there is no this theory or this myth of saying that some more do more important things than others. This is really a lie. No one does a lot more than the other, and no one does less than the other. This world is built in a way that everyone does things in accordance with their capacities, either financial capacity, intellectual capacity, or physical capacity. So you don't have to compare, saying because this one is doing hugely a lot, is the one doing a lot. No. In the Bible, if you are a Christian,
yeah, sure.
Me, I'm not. I've been saying.
You don't have to repeat.
One more time. One more time. I'm not Christian. Okay.
In the Bible, it says there is a certain master who employed people. Some began in the morning. Others came in in the middle of the day. Others came in the evening. But yet the wage was the same. Some were complaining. They said, "We did a lot. How can you give us the same wage from those who just came in the evening and we start in the morning?" He said, "I am the only one who knows the value of each person, and I'm the only one who is evaluating your work." So what I see is everyone has done a good job. So this
You see,
I want to say something.
Excuse me, before you say something, he's saying he's not a Christian, but he believes in the Holy Spirit.
I said already books. I said already religious books.
All right.
I've been reading the Bible and the Quran and everything.
All right. Why are you giving us an example there from the Bible?
That is especially for you.
Especially for you.
Okay, all right. No problem. Okay.
I wanted to say about the value of time, this is the sad part in Ukraine war. And all our society is just turned from legs to head about the value. We value time only. Time with our relatives, time in safe, time with the people we love, because a lot of men are in Ukraine and the women with kids out of Ukraine, and they didn't see each other for a long time. That is why that money is nothing now. Time is very valuable.
Yeah.
Because when you live in war, tomorrow can't be.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Yeah,
so you just really value today and your time.
So guys, I would have to thank you, and I just want to tell you I appreciate so much. Your ideas were very constructive, and because I see we are almost at the end of the program, so I have to say thank you for your acceptation of the invitation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It was
a pleasure.
interesting,
Yeah.
I appreciate so much. Kelly, thank you for hosting with me today.
Thank you, Patrick.
Also, we have also
It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure. I'm also happy to be with you again. And I'm also happy to have our viewers, so we have to tell them to stay connected with us. This is BNP TV with a standpoint. See you.